This is Joey McVeigh, moments after...
Oh, sorry, wrong one. Hold on, chat. Here we go, chat. Okay. I have not seen this yet. 39 minutes long. Say hi, YouTube. Hold on. Okay. Sister horrified by brother's unthinkable act with this. Okay. Didn't read that whole title. Fuck. All right. This one might be a little. We'll see what happens. What the fuck? I didn't read the whole title. Okay.
What was the last time you saw your mom?
We just went to...
This was the exact moment that Kevin Davis's sister realized her own brother had done the unthinkable.
Someone just knocked on my door. He said he just murdered someone. I'm scared.
I'd always loved my mother, I guess in the wrong sort of way. I'm a cruel, disgusting person.
Many documentaries and news sources haven't dared to
that's
disclose
already
the brutal
crazy,
details of his crimes. When it isn't the murder itself that's the most gruesome thing about a case. You know you're dealing with an especially twisted individual, one who even left taunting notes behind for the police. On March 27, 2014, the executive director of Girling Hospice, Celeste McGraw, received a call that made her uneasy. Her employee, Kimberly Hill, hadn't arrived at the nursing home where she was scheduled to care for patients that afternoon. Kimberly was noted to be a devoted...
What is it? We've been seeing these a lot lately when we've been doing this. What is it with people? Like, there's so many... It's a lot of nurses, bro. It's the sweetest people, bro. The sweetest humans. How the... What?
Loving hospice nurse who would never abandon her patients and rarely missed work. Immediately, Celeste suspected something was deeply wrong. She dialed Kimberly's number, hoping to hear her voice on the other end. But the call went unanswered. When a fellow employee told Celeste that the police had called to see if Kimberly was at work during a wellness check of her, Celeste decided she couldn't anxiously wait by the phone for answers any longer. She and the director of patient care drove to Kimberly's home located at the Windrush Apartments in Corpus Christi, Texas, to try and get to the bottom of her unsettling and mysterious absence. But, to their horror, when they arrived at Kimberly's apartment, they found it awash in the red and blue lights of police cars outside the doors. Celeste pulled a police officer aside to ask questions, only to have them apologize and tell her that an incident had occurred. But they could not give further details at the time. Celeste had just spoken to Kimberly the day before on March 26th. Kimberly seemed to be in good spirits, and nothing was out of the ordinary. Now things were wildly different. The next day, Kimberly's 51st birthday was meant to be a day of celebration, a day to honor everything that Kimberly was. And indeed, there was a lot to honor. She was a devoted hospice worker and mother, and during the Gulf War, Kimberly was a Marine corporal who served as the only woman in her Saudi Arabian work sector. But instead of celebrating all that Kimberly was on that day, it will forever be marred by the horrific reality of what happened to her less than 48 hours before at the hands of a killer that no one could have ever suspected. The nightmarish, unbelievable story began around 10 a.m. on March 27th, just hours before.
You know how I am with these. I have to pause because I want to. I swear, chat. If this ends in another one that we've watched, if this ends in another, like he takes himself out afterwards. Oh wait, no, he was in the fucking thing. Okay, never mind. It's I just remembered the fucking interrogation. So okay, so it's the second option. This pussy literally took people out and then said, all right, I'm okay. This I fucking hate. All right, let's keep going.
Before Celeste even realized Kimberly was missing, when LaWanda and her husband Timothy were surprised by a knock at their door in Robstown, Texas, about 15 miles away from Kimberly's home in Corpus Christi. Usually, Timothy would have been at work by that time of the morning, but that day he decided to take time off and stay home. Had he not, LaWanda would have had to face the murderer on her front steps all alone. Outside, a young man stood on their front
Okay,
porch.
pause again. I guarantee LaWanda would have whooped this dude's ass. Not even joke. Look at LaWanda. Look at this pussy. LaWanda would have held her fucking ground. Promise you. This guy's a fucking... LaWanda would have punched this dude in the face.
Looking
Promise you.
calm, but rather withdrawn and serious.
Yo, what is it with
Through a
these
crack in the
people
door,
that
LaWanda
never look
asked
like
what
they've
he
been...
needed.
Like,
In response, he asked her to come closer. Not yet wholly alarmed, LaWanda
this guy,
opened the door.
Oh my God, bro.
What he said next would change the peaceful day she had planned with Timothy entirely and chill her to the bone.
911, location emergency. Oh, yes, ma'am. Someone just knocked on my door. He's here at my door right now, and she wanted me to call 911 because he said he just murdered someone.
Okay, and he's there right now?
Yes, ma'am, and I'm scared.
And he said he murdered someone?
Yes.
Okay, is there any way that maybe I can speak to him?
What the fuck did I just hear? I'm going to rewind this 5 seconds just to make sure I don't say anything correct. I have to make sure I did not just hear that correctly. I have to, chat, because I...
And chill her to the bone.
911, location emergency.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Someone just knocked on my door. He's here at my door right now, and she wanted me to call 911 because he said he just murdered someone.
Okay, and he's there right now?
Yes, ma'am, and I'm scared.
And he said he murdered someone?
Yes.
Okay, is there any way that maybe I can speak to him?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, let me go outside. Do you want to speak? Do you want... I can get him water too, miss. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm in the right... What else would you like me to... You want to talk to him? Would you... Or... Yeah, you fucking have a conversation. You know what? Come over. Let's have a barbecue. What the fuck am I hearing?
Would you like to talk to 911
Would you
on the
like to go?
phone?
Holy shit.
Hello?
So what's going on, sir?
So, as I said, I
Huh?
murdered someone, actually.
After being asked for details about the murder, the man nonchalantly told Timothy that he had killed Kimberly Hill.
That lady
with a
needs to be
hammer.
fired. She needs to be
Timothy
fired.
asked
No,
why,
needs to
to
be
which
fired.
the man
Hell
would
no.
only eerily respond with lots of reasons.
Hell no.
The man refused eye contact with both Timothy and LaWanda and fixed his gaze on the road throughout their interaction.
I'm sorry, I have to ask this, chat. Imagine if your parent, your mom or dad was a part of this, and you get a call and they're like, "Hey, I just had a murderer out front," and you're like, at that point, obviously, you're like, "What the fuck is going? What?" You're gonna be freaking out, and then you get hurt. Oh yeah, the operator just talked to him on the phone. I would freak the fuck out, dude.
Police took quite some time
I'd be
to
so
arrive.
mad. Like,
so
who?
long, in
what?
fact, that LaWanda called the police a second time, asking when they would arrive. While they anxiously waited, unsure of who exactly was standing at their doorstep, LaWanda offered the man a drink. In response,
Oh my god. I swear I haven't watched this. She offered a drink. Who the fuck are these people, man? You offered them fucking drink. What do you come in and play Xbox 2, dog? What, you give them the Wi-Fi password? What the fuck are you? What the?
he told the couple that their kindness made him nervous because, according to him, no one had ever been nice to him before. When the police finally did arrive, the young man put his hands up, surrendering. He confessed once
this
more
is
to the deputy on the
crazy, bro.
scene that he had murdered Kimberly with a hammer. Of course, that wasn't even half of the horrific truth of what he did. With his confession, the police took him in for questioning. Soon after, they reported to Kimberly Hill's apartment. They found the door locked, so they contacted a maintenance person to give them a key that would give them access to the apartment. What awaited the police behind the locked door would not only horrify them, it would weave a tale so tragic, so unbelievable, that it would appear like something straight out of a horror movie. Upon entering the home a little after 10 a.m. on the 27th, police were instantly met with a disturbing scene. The couch in the living room appeared to be covered in evidence of a sickening event. Next to it, some of Kimberly's blood-stained clothes lay in a pile. A trail of the red substance and what appeared to be drag marks led from the couch all the way down the hallway.
I can't stop thinking about it.
One
Fire
that was
the
adorned
fucking...
with family photos
Fire
of
the
the smiling,
fucking...
happy family. The trail
the
led into the
teleoperative,
bedroom,
whatever
where
the
officers
fuck.
found the
Fire
body
her.
of Kimberly
What
Hill
the
on the
fuck?
bed. She had 18 lacerations to the head. Beside Kimberly on the carpet was a hammer, also covered in red, consistent with the young
Chad,
man's
this is his
story.
mom, by the way.
But that wasn't the only weapon found at the scene. Police also discovered a knife on the couch where the initial attack looked to have taken place. In the bathroom, police discovered what appeared to be the young man's clothes in a heap next to the bath. His shoes were covered in long blonde hair that looked to be Kimberly's. The socks in his pants were speckled with red. Along with all of this, there was a smear in the bath as if someone had tried to wash off there. Woven throughout the cozy family home-turned-crime scene, the police found that the murderer had not only left evidence of the brutal attack, but also taunting notes seemingly addressed to police and to the innocent people who lived inside the home. One was addressed to Desiree, Kimberly's daughter. The twisted letter...
I wouldn't say hung. She's just fucking stupid. Now, I just want to say this. I've taught, you guys have heard my, I'm usually very much like, we stay positive, bro. But there's an issue here because from the beginning of the scene, they're interrogating him. So he didn't get in a shootout. He didn't take his own life, which good. I'm glad he didn't take his own life because there's other options. Now, this dude, so far, in what we've seen with that, like him chilling, he doesn't give a fuck. He's just chilling there bored. Why? Oh my God, I'm going to be very careful here. Again, chat, why not we make cable television good again? Do you want to know, you're Fox, you want to get cable back again? Then you need to make a reality TV show where you take people just like this guy, offenders, all these weirdos, bro, and you put them on an island where there's it's 24/7 live stream, bro, and you do it once a year. No one's gonna give a shit. No one's gonna give a fuck, dude. If you complain about someone like this, this might be an unpopular opinion. I don't think this guy's a human. I really think that. I think so far, this dude took his mom's life, and I mean, based on the title, Unthinkable Acts, we'll see. Maybe I'm going too far. We'll see.
Had been purposefully left on top of the trail by the couch. Its demented message read, "Don't lose your head. She may yet live."
Never mind. So, yep, put him on an island with the rest of them. Now, there's one winner. We'll put 100 at a time. We'll do 100 a year. There's one winner. Now, by the way, chat, this has to be 100% proven guilty people. No facts left unturned, because I do believe in an unjust system that fucks over people. I know that happens. Put them on an island. Put a game show. And there's one winner. And you're probably thinking, well, what does the winner get, Baked? He's still a piece of shit. Guess what they get, chat? They get to be on round 2. They get to be on every season. You live every day on the fucking island. Your win is you get to be on the next episode, motherfucker. Sorry. Is that too... Sorry. I don't think I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong.
Hurry, Desiree.
Fuck this guy.
Sincerely, your brother. The person whom police already had in custody, the young man who had confessed to murdering Kimberly with a hammer, was none other than her 18-year-old son, Kevin Jazrael Davis. And not only had he murdered his mother, but he left the cruel note taunting his half-sister.
I feel you, Fire, yeah.
At the time of the murder, Desiree lived in a separate
apartment. Oh my God,
it's
his half-sister
with her boyfriend.
It's his half-sister.
After the discovery of her mother's body, Desiree came to speak with police.
Yo,
her boyfriend was also present.
Your half-sibling does this shit?
Interview. The following interrogations have been analyzed by a qualified team, including an individual with a master's of social work, a licensed clinical psychologist, a former licensed professional counselor, and a licensed professional counselor.
Oh my, you're half. Oh my God,
I'm sorry I had this.
Sorry.
Storage. Okay. We work in a case right now. Okay. About your brother.
He killed my mom.
What was the last time you saw your mom?
We just went to...
Understandably, Desiree is heartbroken after finding out that her half-brother killed her mother. It's hard to imagine the pain she's experiencing, and even with that, she's able to
Chat, if I'm trying to word this very lightly. If I'm in court and I do something that like would critically, how would I put this? What is crime of passion? Is it only with like a spouse, or could crime of passion be with someone you love? Because I'm gonna say this very lightly, and I see a lot of courtroom. You guys watch the courtroom freakouts. There's one thing that people never take into consideration, and in this situation, bro, I would really think about it while I'm there. There is a thing in the courtroom that is within 10, even if you're looking some places, 5 feet of where the person that you probably fucking hate is at. You know what's at that desk? A fucking pen. Now, another thing, chat, the pens that they use in the court, like, I don't know why they do this, but the pens that they use there, they they make it very much like oh, I should not keep saying this. I went to, you guys know where I'm getting at. Fuck this guy. I'll take a charge.
Rose herself as police begin to question her about her brother.
Where I'm coming from. Oh, is he on the phone? He's a police officer in New Jersey also.
Okay.
Talked to me last night.
For what time?
Oh my god, bro.
Told me and Kevin got in a fight.
Chat, I don't know what would hurt
He was
more,
just
if like
being
my actual
disrespectful.
brother did this or a half brother, because this is like,
She called me. She said she called me.
it's
when
a little
she felt
different, you know,
stronger.
like
Okay.
in a
So
whole
who
nother
was it?
situation.
Kevin was just being disrespectful or something, and it was something as simple as like this commercial came on for like eHarmony or some dating site or something, and he just out of the blue said, "Yeah, Mom, you gave up on love," and
Okay, dude.
and she said, "No, Kevin, I didn't give up on love, but even if I wanted to find love and I couldn't and have anybody over because you're here." And I mean, that's my mom. Really, she loves.
Oh my
this
god, I
kid,
just
you
got
know,
shivers
she
down
just-
my spine.
It's not like they had a horrible
hold my words.
relationship.
Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
He really I can't think right now. He really has social issues. He was kind of born just different. Like, he had severe ADHD. He really doesn't have any friends. His dad is no good, you know. He came to live with me for a little bit, and she wanted him back, you know, for one last chance. Like, we can make this right, to start going to school and stuff. And she just bought him a $100 jacket that she knew he just...
Dude, I have to pause this again just because I have to say this. I don't know if I could do this interview, chat. If I was in her position the day after, she's very good at holding. I would literally tell these two people, fuck you, arrest them, figure it the fuck out. I'd stop asking me what he loved and shit. Fuck him, send him away. Let me go to the court hearing. I don't know. I'm too emotional for this type of shit, bro. She's great. I would freak out on everyone. I'd freak the fuck out.
Throw on the floor just because she thought he'd like
I would
it, you
freak
know, she
the
cared
fuck
about
out.
Him. She didn't my mom's not cruel.
Stop asking me
No.
questions. You
Would
know he did
pop
it.
off
Fuck
at the
him.
mouth and tell her crazy stuff, you know, like,
Figure it the fuck
you know,
out.
You fat bitch. Stuff like that, and she would just like let it eat her alive, you know, like she's
Oh,
really
man,
upset.
dude.
And I was just trying to
This
calm
girl's
her
better
down,
than me,
say,
bro.
yeah,
I'd be
you know.
freaking out, dude.
Right.
When's the last time you saw Kevin?
Fisher, your face right now.
Oh, yep, she's feeling it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, that guy,
The
bro.
last time I saw Kevin is when we went out to eat. And her and my brother picked me up. And,
What day was that?
I don't know, I have to look back on my phone or something.
But was he acting just like
No,
he always
he
does,
was
or was he acting
normal.
different?
He was acting normal. I'm pretty sure that this is just a spur of the moment
Right.
type of thing.
He's always had a few issues.
Yeah, like when he was little, out of nowhere, like he would just draw shit that was bad. people getting shot, stuff like that for no reason.
Has he ever threatened to kill you or your
Dude.
mom?
Never.
Okay.
No, never.
Well, we're gonna tell you this. We haven't told anybody else, but he he wrote some notes before he did what he did.
Oh,
We're
wow.
worried about you because
Okay.
You were on the list.
The note that police are referring to here is one of the many that Kevin arranged at the crime scene. Left on his desk, this note detailed his step-by-step plan for murdering not just
I'll give you the rundown. If you guys are just coming in, so this dude murdered his mom. The sister is, or the title is Sister Horrified by Brother's Unthinkable Acts to Deceased Mom. Chat, you know what's crazy? The past 3 videos we watched, throughout the 3 reactions of the past streams, I'm noticing one thing every time. It's the sweetest mom. What the fuck is going on, dude? I gotta read these notes real quick. Hold on.
of the many that Kevin arranged at
Life resignation notice. I had a life change of heart. I said I was going to do it, and so I need to stick to my word. I'm a man after all. Hilarious one. Albeit a hilarious one. Oh, dude, you fucking, oh my god, bro. I've said this in the past videos, bro, and some people will think, what would that change? But I think that throughout these videos, one thing's in common. None of these people have been punched in the face. You could argue, well, maybe they were bullied. It's never been argued that. All of these people that have been doing this shit does not look like they've been hit in the face once, and they've just been told they're the best humans.
the crime scene. Left on
This
his
is
desk,
insane.
this note detailed his step-by-step plan for murdering not just his mother, but his sister, too.
Ah, shit.
The disturbing plan read, kill mother with garrote. Afterwards, prepare to leave for good, tie up any loose ends. Buy axe from hardware store. Return ASAP and wait until nightfall. Go to Sis's apartment and
Nah!
kill her.
I'm so sorry to pause again, chat, but I gotta roast this piece of shit. This motherfucker can't even use a fucking piece of paper correctly. He's writing between the lines. He's using words he read in a fucking book, and guarantee it wasn't a book. This dude read he read probably 10 comic books, because that's what he needs, pictures with the shit he reads, bro. The things he's saying, he throws in these random words, bro, whereas like you can tell what he's doing. Bro, you fuck.
Anyone else in the way. Leave for the Greyhound bus ASAP. Pack lightly. Laptop and bag. Carry on. Then, in big celebratory letters, he wrote and underlined a single word. Victory.
He was planning on killing your mom and killing you, and then leaving town.
I'm crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's not. He admits it's not crazy. He admits it. You know,
It was a fantasy.
he's got issues.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's got issues. That's what he says.
Holy.
You were on the list.
In less than 15 minutes, the detective has pointed out to Desiree twice that she was
Yeah.
on the list.
We get it.
It's possible
Why is
that
he
he's
doing that?
emphasizing this to
So he
dislodge
can-
any remaining
yeah,
familial
loyalty.
loyalty she
Yep.
may feel toward her brother.
Halt.
This may encourage her to be completely honest with him
True.
about any warning signs Kevin displayed or any problems he had in his relationship with his mother.
That's why I was worried about you. I wanted to make sure you were okay. And he said he hadn't hurt you yet.
No.
Yet.
My mom did not deserve this shit.
No.
I was telling her last night, you don't deserve this, you don't deserve this. And she was just like, yeah, I don't. I really don't.
Okay. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give the medical examiner your information. Okay? And what you need to do now is...
Yes, I look her.
Yeah, how much family...
After my mom, she's fucked up.
This is it. This is after 3
This
years.
is the family?
Yeah, this was my family.
Yeah, well,
It was my mom
You need to
and my
do
brother here.
anything you want to ask for us? What you think? We may have an answer if you want.
How is
Yeah,
she?
okay. I'm gonna two things here. Why the fuck do we live in 2024 and within the past 10 years of how the fuck do none of this audio or video look ever good or sound good? Fuck that. That doesn't matter. did he just about to let her leave and he wants to drive the bullet into her one more time that your brother did this and then say, do you want to know how he did it? Is that what the fuck I just heard? Let me listen real quick.
My family. It was my mom
You need to
and my
do
brother here.
anything you want to ask for us. What you think? We may have an answer if you want.
How is she?
No, I don't want to hear that right now.
Yeah,
Really?
okay.
All that matters right now is she's excited.
I'm pretty sure he probably put it in the worst way with a hammer and stabbed her to death or something.
Desiree's comment here about how Kevin probably did it in the worst way is unsettling and unexpected. She claimed that she never saw Kevin being physical toward their mother, which makes it surprising that she is so certain that he was unusually cruel
She's
or
better than
violent
me,
in
bro.
the way he killed her.
I would be
It's
on
likely
pure
that Kevin
demon
exhibited
time, dude.
behaviors beyond verbal abuse that made
I
Desiree
would be
believe he was
catching
capable
charges,
of
bro.
violence.
I don't
How
know.
was my brother during all this? Was he just straight-faced?
Yes.
He's here in another room. Okay. He's supposed to doing it. So he admits doing it. He's got no bones about it.
I can't believe it. I guess I gotta find out now, right, how she died or whatever.
If you're ready for it, I can tell you. If you're ready for it. If not, we can hold
I mean,
on.
I gotta just, like, get it out. I can't just draw this out, you know?
You get it.
All right.
It's all right now. That's all we have.
That's so fucked up. That's worse than stabbing. That's worse than...
Did
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he did.
Bro, this fucking is everyone in this town just fucking brain dead? The operator literally saying, "Can you get the killer on the phone?" And then the person, this dude, what are you doing, bro? Yeah, he beat her to death. Yeah, she just heard that. Thanks for saying that. Like, what?
That's so fucked up. That's worse than stabbing. That's worse than...
Did she?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he did.
Did you say how he was going to kill me?
Huh?
Did you say how he was going to kill me in the letter?
Probably the same way as her.
No.
But he
Can I
had,
see his face?
he had you on your list.
Can I see his face?
No.
Keep in mind that Kevin would sometimes stay at Desiree's apartment,
1.5.
which made the news
The
of
reason
this
I
plan
don't is
all
because
the
some
more
of the audio is
disturbing.
so ass.
Following this, the detective takes Desiree across the hall to fill out forms for the funeral and identification. Desiree's interview painted a helpful, though grim, picture for the police of Kevin's relationship with his mother. It seemed that Kevin had gotten into an argument with her prior to murdering her, and that he'd been acting cruelly toward her for some time. Even so, it was clear to the
Chad,
detectives
what was that
because
that
Kevin had
show that went
absolutely no
viral?
prior history of criminal
The Bates
violence that
Motel.
anyone
This
was
is
aware
going
of.
Bates Motel
Desiree
vibes.
never could have expected that Kevin was capable of gruesomely
I don't want to say
murdering
that,
their
but
mother
I think it's going
and
that
planning to do the same to her. As Kevin waits in the room for detectives to arrive, he sits almost motionless for a full minute. The officer in the blue shirt presents Kevin with his written Miranda rights and walks him through them, having him sign the document to ensure he understands what is about to take place. Though it would seem like the killer confessing
here we
and
go,
writing his
chat.
plan out on a piece of paper would give the police all the information they needed, the crime scene and confession brought about more questions than answers. Fortunately, law enforcement wouldn't have to dig to get the details of what happened the night that Kimberly was killed. He confessed to every minute detail of his heinous crime.
And earlier, you've talked
Oh
to some
my
people, you want to
God,
get some
bro.
stuff off your chest.
This
You
is
know,
what I
we're
mean,
here to
chat.
listen to you.
This is what I mean.
Tell
Put
us
them.
what,
Oh my
you
god.
know what happened. Well,
Yep.
has anybody gone to the house yet?
You pretentious
we have,
pussy.
but we want to hear it from you.
Or we have an idea. You're the only one that can tell us. Start at the beginning, man. What caused all this?
I'm bored with life.
Oh, Poppin, I don't know if how long you've been here. Okay, so no, that was the sister. The reason I was on that dude's ass for keep driving. The sister's mom got murdered by her stepbrother. This is her stepbrother, and that's why I was on the the whole situation's fucked. But
Like life, I don't like people. I don't like living it, basically.
Kevin's comment is a clear red flag for other mental health disorders as well, such as antisocial personality disorder. Those with extreme antisocial personality disorder may be classified as psychopaths. Psychopathy is associated with abnormalities in the brain's reward systems, including the prefrontal cortex and the limbic system. These regions play a crucial role
He looks
in
like he's got the
experiencing pleasure and
prefrontal cortex
motivation.
for sure.
Psychopaths may have a reduced sensitivity to reward, leading to a diminished ability to experience pleasure from ordinary or mundane activities. As a result, they may seek out intense or risky experiences to compensate for this deficit. They also tend to have difficulties with emotional processing and empathy. The emotional circuits in their brains leave them with a reduced capacity to experience emotions on any deep level. This blunted emotional experience may also contribute to their constant search for stimulation and excitement in order to garner an emotional response. But it's not just the diminished ability to experience positive emotions that lead to these risk-seeking behaviors. Psychopaths often exhibit reduced fear and anxiety responses compared to the general population.
Chad, I promise you, if you gave me like 45 minutes with him, I could get him to show emotion. It won't be one that like society would like. Guarantee I could get him to elicit emotion. Promise you I
Research suggests that this could be due to differences in the amygdala,
Dude,
a
this
brain region
pretentious
involved
pussy,
in processing emotions and detecting threats. This diminished fear response may contribute to their willingness to engage in high-risk activities that would normally elicit anxiety in others.
There's really anything depressing about it. It just is what it is.
Oh my.
And so I wrote the note.
The note that Kevin is referring to here was one of the most disturbing to be found at the crime scene. This note, titled a Life Resignation Notice, soon after finishing the note, Kevin flipped the page over and wrote out the murder plan
would be
referenced
nuts.
earlier.
1.2
The life
is
resignation
crazy.
notice is dated March 26, 2014 at 6:51 p.m. and reads as follows. I had a change of heart. I said I was going to do it, and so now I need to stick to my word. I am a man after all, albeit a hilarious one. Too much damn work, so many obligations. Seriously, people. But most of all, me. By the way, I've always fantasized about murdering you two. It's kind of funny how you never really know someone,
Jugs is
not even
back?
your own
That's
son or
dope.
brother.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Sorry for the bathroom mess, Mother. Good luck
glad.
recovering from the shock, you two. Sincerely, or not, Kevin Jazriel Davis.
Dude, look at
P.S.
this.
I killed that stupid gray cat because I was bored one day.
Bro,
Sorry.
okay. This is why we have to figure out a way to...
There yesterday.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's in the afternoon or morning?
Afternoon.
Okay.
Okay. And then what happened?
And then,
She get upset.
well, no, actually, I mulled it over. And then on a whim, actually, I turned it over. Wrote a plan to kill both my mother and my sister, quite frankly.
Do you guys notice the little words he uses, like on a whim, like indulging? They're like they're not big words, but the words he's using, like very blatantly to try to be. Listen to him.
My sister again, and so I kind of leapt off in a fury and just did it right then and there.
Okay. You did what?
Well, I tried to work with a cord. Ripped cord from a video game console controller. That didn't work.
The one she bought you, you fucking pussy?
She was sitting on the couch watching TV. Okay. That didn't work out too well. She started screaming, and so I went to her room, opened a drawer at the very bottom to the right.
He's downplaying? Pop, promise you he's not. You know why I know he's not downplaying? He loves this shit. He is actually giving the best. This dude is he's loving this shit. There's no downplaying. He loves this. He's telling you this shit as if he's living a movie.
I pulled out a hammer. I went back and
He doesn't. There's no downplaying. He doesn't give a fuck.
And she was out pretty quickly. Kind of tried to play dead at first, but then I finished it.
So you hit her with a hammer when she was sitting on the sofa in the living room?
No, first I tried to strangle her, and that didn't work. So I grabbed the cord, so I raced back into her room, grabbed the hammer, came back out, and then did it.
How many times did you hit with that in the living room?
At least 20.
Kevin reported that his mother was out pretty quickly after he hit her with a hammer, yet he also admitted that he hit her at least 20 times. This is what is referred to as overkill. This may be indicative of pent-up rage. Although cases of a child killing a parent are rare, the use of overkill in those cases is common.
Then she was still alive. I dragged her into the room, as you probably clearly saw.
Did you use a knife on her?
Actually, I was going to, but no, I didn't get to do that.
I guess you never got to stab her with a knife?
No.
It was all with a hammer?
It was all the hammer in my hand.
Where did you hit her with the hammer?
The head.
All in the head area?
All in the head, I believe. I may have gotten her hand because she was covering herself.
Is this in the front or the back of the head?
Top, back, mainly. No, actually, the entrance wound is around yonder somewhere here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I lost you to a corpse.
Okay.
Bro, I
Did you
can't
change in the
stand
bathroom?
listening to him
I
so
did. I
fucking
even-
like
I took a
feels
bath before
powerful,
then.
dude.
Really? Well, that's a little personal, but yeah, I needed to clean it off, and so, and then I changed.
Bro,
Okay.
Brian, this guy eats
how much
fucking
is-
burgers
what
with
is
his
this?
feet, dog, for
Desiree
sure. I
Hill.
promise
Is she
you.
okay?
She is okay, yeah.
Okay.
Where she live?
At an apartment actually very near here. That big kind of Hispanic thing, like Spanish-looking building.
Mhm.
It's an old apartment complex with a code.
Was it a fantasy of yours to kill her as well?
It
And
was.
Did you write down that on your note?
Oh, I did actually, but I decided against it because, well, I had my fill of killing.
Well,
I didn't.
actually,
It seemed a little nuts.
fucking, oh my god, this cartoon
Too
character, bro.
excessive. Yeah.
Kevin stating that he had his fill of killing indicates that the murder and assault of his mother may have actually had some sort of emotional effect on him. However, it's possible that his lack of empathy and emotional detachment makes it challenging for him to describe the nature of the effect. Some studies of psychopathy suggest that rather significant events, such as death, allow psychopaths to feel an emotional high. For now, his need to experience an emotional high seems to have been met, but something he says later indicates that he's insightful enough to realize
I hate saying this type of shit because when we do these streams, I'm very much a lot like, we give chances, show love to people. But do you guys think, chat, if this dude knew in the back of his brain that if he did these things, the family members would be able to do whatever they want to him? Do you think he would still do it? Because I think he's such a pussy that he would be like, well, maybe I shouldn't do this because, well, if I give myself up, I'm still going to get the same consequence. I think this pussy, hand for a hand. Do I think when you steal something, your hand should get chopped off? Hell no. But I do think in this situation, it works because I guarantee this fucking pussy would, in the back of his brain, he'd be like, oh, I'm going to get the same shit. Even if I give myself up, I have to feel pain. And he knows that. And it kills me because these fuckers go two ways, bro. They either give themselves up and be pretentious like this, or they take themselves out without going to battle without someone else taking them out. These motherfuckers, bro. You pussy.
that high will soon fade.
So after you went in and you killed her, then you took her clothes off, or what? Or was she already?
I actually had to drag her by her clothes to get her in there. It was very laborious.
This is his
actually.
mom, dude. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Is she your natural mother? Biological mother?
Yeah, actually, she is my natural mother.
Okay.
Oh.
I'd always loved my mother, I guess in the wrong sort of way, but
Oh my God.
I kind of
Norman
love, I
Bates.
guess.
Bates Motel. Oh my.
Maybe some rage. Maybe just a little.
Kevin referring to his
Oh.
rage and then diminishing it by saying maybe just a little in such a calm way is indicative of the inner turmoil he was experiencing
got
and
shivers.
his struggle to express his
I'm going to say this very quick because I've been pausing a lot. I'm going to say this, chat. You remember earlier when his mom said to her daughter, where she's like, Kevin told me that I'll never find love? This fucking weirdo. That's why this weirdo is jealous of his. I think this dude loves his mom in a way.
emotions clearly.
Oh my God. I just thought.
All right.
No
Have you
shit.
killed anybody else before?
I have not.
You just fantasized about it?
I just fancy, yeah.
How long have you had this puppy?
What the fuck?
It's around my preteens, actually.
What
Yeah.
the
You ever seek any kind of medical attention, psychological? You feel like you can cope with that?
Nope, I never really seeked help, actually. I just accepted it as a part of me. I wasn't really ashamed of it. It
Mhm.
just was what it was.
What kind of? Well, let's talk about the
This
notes that
dude
you
thinks
wrote.
he's
How
Batman,
many notes
bro.
did you write?
3.
3. There was one in the living room.
Yeah.
That one was addressed to who?
Desiree, my sister, because I knew she's a good girl, but rather sensitive. I knew she would lose her head if she kind of saw that.
You remember what the note said?
Keep your head. Hurry. She might still be alive, although I highly doubt it in parentheses.
Mm-hmm.
Something along those lines, yeah. Sincerely.
But when you wrote the note, you knew your mom was already dead.
Okay,
Oh, yeah,
this
I know.
dude murdered his
You
mom.
were just messing with
And,
that she might still be alive.
Yeah,
We're
my
figuring
sister,
out he's a
sense of humor,
weirdo.
I was pretty well
Extra
off my
weird.
rocker by then.
Super fucking
And then
weird.
the second note in your mom's bedroom, what did that one say? You remember?
Chase me.
Was that addressed to the police?
Look at
or
these notes,
to who?
dude. Look at this goblin, bro.
I was just
He
in a,
thinks
I was
he's.
in a very
Oh my
playful mood at the
god.
time.
I can't handle it, dude. I hate people
I just wanted to run.
like, dude.
Just wanted to see how far I could get. But,
Yeah. So
He,
what?
he needed to be punched in the
Your
face.
plan was to leave town? Or what? According to one of the notes that you wrote?
oh, yeah.
But above,
Yeah,
maybe above?
the Greyhound bus. I was going to try to get out of state or anything, really.
Okay. But I guess something else happened. You ended up at somebody's house?
No,
What
actually.
happened?
I told you my plan was foiled because she talked to me. She said my sister's going to come pick me up now, like in a few minutes.
Uh-huh.
Go live with her, and that's when I said it's time to act,
Okay.
now or never.
I see.
I just went over there to their house to use their phone, and then they wanted.
I'm not gonna lie, chat. This is making me hate the operator more and more.
They had questions on
We
using their
still
phone.
chat. The
Where
operator
did you
let
end
this
up?
person in the house for a phone call. Let's just acknowledge
Ultimately,
that.
I ended up in the backwoods of a ditch.
Here in town or out of town?
What the fuck?
Robstown.
In Robstown. How'd you get over there?
In Corpus Christi, I biked halfway, and then I got to the train tracks, and then I ditched the bike in the thick woods, and then from the train tracks, I just walked.
To Robstown.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you came up to the, was it like the first house that you saw, or how did you
Oh,
go to this house to ask to use the phone?
initially my plan was just to run as far as I can, but then I ended up crying my eyes out in like the thick woods, like, what did I do? And I realized, you don't know what you left, and you already left it.
Oh.
Kevin's decision to run away was likely an impulsive act. After the adrenaline wore off from the murder and the physical exhaustion set in from biking into the woods, it's possible he realized that he didn't actually have a real plan in place to sustain himself.
Operator, pop it, I'll give it to you for the new people. So right when we started this video chat, this dude murdered his mom, went to the neighbor, literally said, I murdered my fucking mom. Can I use the phone? The people in the house were like, what the fuck? Called the cops, said, yo, there's someone that just said they murdered their mom. And you know what the operator said? Can you put them on the phone, please? Yeah, let me go. Yeah, let me go. Come on in, brother.
For a life on the run. His comment about not knowing what you have until you've lost it is a common phrase used in grief, though here, his lack of emotion indicates that he may not be grieving his mother, but grieving what she's provided for him. He was presumably dependent on his mother financially, so with her gone, he may have realized that jail didn't look too bad compared to living on the streets or hiding in the woods. He'd already expressed interest in ending his life, so the death penalty may not have been a deterrent for him turning himself in.
That's why I say this, bro. Let fucking eye for an eye, dude. Put him on an island, bro. Don't let me become president, dog.
You want to do one thing, but you
Oh, don't let me fucking become president, bro. Holy shit, dude. Human rights for this guy does not exist. I don't give
In
a
a way,
fuck.
yes, but I wouldn't take back what I did. It's strange, really. I did love her.
Oh my
In a
god, the
way.
way he says that is, bro, this is creepy.
Oh, no, she's been the best mother.
Okay, so there's nothing that she did.
Oh, absolutely nothing. No,
If I was to ask you, what did she do to deserve this, what would you answer?
absolutely nothing. I'm a terrible, disgusting person. Yeah, basically.
How'd you come up with the idea to kill her?
How did I come up with it?
Yeah, was it?
It's been a developing
Just,
idea. My brain.
After this, the detective
The
asks
way
if
he said
books,
that,
movies, or video games sparked the idea. Kevin says that the media he consumed didn't plant the seed, but it did egg him on.
Strange.
I'm just interested because it's something unusual, and you're here telling us about it, and you appear to be a nice guy. You appear to be a good guy. You're not yelling and screaming at
Seemed
us.
very rational.
You're very rational. You appear to be a good guy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So I love when, this is like a huge thing we see in these videos. I love when fucking detectives do this shit. Honestly, I'm not joking. It makes me so fucking hyped when they hype them up. They're like, yeah, you're fucking genius. And this dumbass is believing these guys. So like, yeah, okay. You're like smarter than most people. And this fucking idiot's like, wow, I'm really a genius.
That's all.
I actually
Well,
like when they hype him up to try to get him to say
her
more.
life, I'm kind of more fascinated by
Fucking fueling
more
that shit. And this idiot.
ways
Dude.
of murder, a meticulous manner. I mean, such care, such love, and
Where did the hammer come from that you used?
from her drawer.
Okay. And then after you killed her, you just left it there, the hammer?
I did.
Yes, that's the one you used.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there was some blood in the knife, but you said you never used it. Like it's just blood, just from where you grabbed it around the.
Yeah, actually, I used a knife in the living room, and then didn't I take it with me?
Explain to her how you grabbed her so that you wouldn't leave such a mess in the carpet.
That
Did you carry her from underneath the arms and just drag her, or how did you drag her?
it was very sloppy. Actually, I kind of just winged it. I dragged her from her shirt. I dragged her by her legs. I dragged her by any way I kind of felt.
Okay.
I think he
I don't
thinks he's
really
in a
exert physical
novel.
labor too, so I'm not a very strong person.
Should be in your
Yeah,
You have your own bedroom there?
I do.
Okay. All right. So the note where you wrote the plan that you were going to leave town and kill your mom, kill your sister, that was the one that we found there. We found it in one of the bedrooms.
And you talking without a lawyer?
That was your room?
Yeah,
Two bedroom.
These types of people aren't going for getting out. They're going to be
You ever tell anybody else what your plans
fucking
were?
the
That,
Dark
you know,
Knight,
going through your
bro.
mom or your sister?
This dude doesn't even.
No, but over the years, there were hints. As a younger boy, I was a lot dumber, a lot more anxious.
I'm telling
now.
you, chat, you want to bring the human out of
I
this
guess they
fucking
basically
piece of
brushed
shit?
off.
I
They're-
keep
the hints
saying
were
this.
everywhere, but
You
they're
got
my
to.
family.
You.
Family looks past that kind of stuff, or they try to not look at it.
You can't give him the easy way out,
What do
bro.
you consider yourself?
You can't.
You consider yourself. I'm gonna use a dirty word, okay? But I don't mean I don't mean to insult
I can get this dude to show emotion. I could get this dude to cry the worst cry he's done in 20 minutes. I can make this dude regret anything he's done in 20 minutes. I hate to say that, but like,
I know
what
exactly
the
what I
fuck, dude?
did. I know that it's wrong in the traditional sense of wrong.
I can make him
It
feel
was just a fantasy
feelings.
you had. You had to carry it out.
Yeah.
That's it.
Do you still feel like, well, you're done with your mom. Do you still feel like you want to keep on killing?
Came here to pay for my crime, so I guess I should continue with the truth.
Mhm.
Truthfully,
Yes, definitely.
I would kill again.
What else?
Oh, no, rather, men aren't my thing, actually.
No, you wouldn't
Yeah.
have killed again because you went to a house where there was a father and a mother that could defend themselves. You didn't have the hammer. You're a pussy. You couldn't have killed again because your mom was defenseless. You pussy. You're a pussy.
I'm
Oh.
not surprised at what I'm going to hear, but you tell me.
Maybe dressing up in a nice suit, sneaking into her house, disabling her boyfriend. You know, yeah, I'd bring a pretty dress with me to dress her up in.
What? This is
I-
sister?
I was always into but after that last blunder, I guess maybe something big and sharp would be more along my thing. I prefer my women dead. I would dress her up. I'd stitch her up.
His
and I'd go to
sister.
town, and it would be a night to remember. And then I'd kind of just burn everything and run for the hills.
So before that, you had never had.
Well,
Kevin takes a long pause here to decide how much he wants to reveal to the detectives. What he's about to disclose to them takes his sickness to another level. And yet he remains nonchalant as
No
he tells
shot.
them the horrifying
Oh,
truth.
my God.
I guess since I'm being quiet about it, I might as well tell you now. Yeah, it's on the note too, the PS part. We used to have a gray cat named Claire. Thought he's a body in the end. Piece of meat. I guess it's harsh to say, but
Kevin disclosing that he sees a body as nothing but a piece of meat makes the probability that he has antisocial personality
Oh
disorder
my God,
highly
Chad, I don't want
likely
to pause this
because
again,
of his
but
flagrant
fuck,
disregard
man.
for all life.
I shouldn't even say the things I want to say, bro.
But
You
no, I
know,
don't
you
necessarily
know how
not.
I think he.
I'll say that whatever happens. There's not a happy ending.
I guarantee I could make him realize a human body's a piece of meat. I guarantee I could.
Whenever
Give me
the
20
judge,
minutes
the
and I
people,
can make him
jury,
realize
judge,
his body's
watch,
he's a
suffer for
human
years, or
with
I
a piece of
give the
meat.
death
I
penalty, whatever
guarantee.
they say.
Oh,
It's for me.
what are we doing, bro?
What do you think you deserve?
This pussy,
Kill your mom.
dude.
I deserve to
And he's
rot.
just gonna go to prison for the rest of his life and get fed,
I want
dude.
to give you some options here. 10 years probation, 20 years in the pen, 100 years in the pen. What do you prefer for those serious?
100,
The maximum. But
I suppose. I mean,
He doesn't even.
I admire your
He doesn't
mind.
give a fuck.
You don't sit here and try to baby yourself to death.
came here to face the music. I guess gotta.
Yeah.
What it is.
Thank you, brother, man.
Anything else you want to add about what happened that's important that we should know?
Not really. I'm sure interested.
Chad,
Other colorful
if
beasts.
you
Have you ever heard your
if
sister?
you do something horrible to an
No, I
animal, it's
haven't.
animal
Anybody
abuse.
else?
If you did something horrible to this
No,
guy,
I'm sorry, Shane.
it would be murder.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
Yes.
If you did something to a poor dog that loves humans, that wouldn't hurt a soul, it would protect you. That would just be animal abuse. You're gone in 9 months. You're free, if you, at best. You did this to this guy, you're going to jail because you're the asshole. All I'm saying.
And if you can't, sit there and chill to your trial. And they may not be too proud of you.
Oh, of course. I don't expect people to think very highly of me after this.
But like I said, I admire you for your honesty. You were honest with us. You didn't try to.
Following Kevin's confession in his interview, he was arrested. Though at first he pleaded not guilty to murdering his mother just as his trial began, he entered a guilty plea. According to his attorney, he was offered a sentence of 60 years in prison, but Kevin refused. Perhaps it's because he truly thought he deserved more time, or maybe it's because, for some deeply...
Oh my God. They gave this dude 60 fucking years. And he made a fucking joke of this fucking court and said, I want more. The only way you can genuinely make people think twice that are this fucked up is if you tell them they're getting the same consequence, but they're going to live with it for at least 10 hours. If we can get like certain medicines, we can make it longer. But we can stretch it to 10 hours. What the fuck, dude? Why, dude? Why?
misguided reason, he thought he was going to escape the charges altogether. At the trial, the jury was shown Kevin's interview in its entirety and also heard some additional details. It's no surprise that after that, it only took the jury an hour to deliberate and find him guilty. He was sentenced to life in prison, and at the time of this video's posting, he resides at the John Montford Psychiatric Unit in Lubbock, Texas. It's unknown if he received a mental health diagnosis sometime after his arrest, but his placement in the psychiatric facility makes that seem likely.
Yeah. Were you done it? Wait, did I miss that while I was... Did he say that? What? Hold on.
I'm a terrible, disgusting person. Yeah, basically.
How'd you come up with the idea to kill her?
How did I come up with it?
Yeah, with it.
It's been a development idea in my brain. Said things, but I guess they basically brushed it off. I guess the hints were everywhere, but they're my family. Family looks past that kind of stuff, or they try to not look at it.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, what do you consider yourself? You consider yourself, I'm going to use a dirty word, okay, but I don't mean to insult you.
A pervert?
Okay? Do you consider you mentally disturbed? Do you consider yourself crazy? What do you consider yourself, ill? Or do you think you're okay? You just got some bad thoughts?
I'm not mentally disturbed.
Wait, he
I'm
actually...
I know exactly what I did. I know that it's wrong, in the traditional sense of wrong.
Well, it was just a fantasy you had. You had to carry it out.
Yeah.
That's it.
Do you still feel like, well, you're done with your mom. Do you still feel like you want to keep on killing?
I came here to pay for my crime, so I guess I should continue with the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Truthfully.
Yes, definitely.
I would kill again.
Mm-hmm.
Chad, what is this?
Oh, no, rather, men aren't my thing, actually.
Women.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, wait, this might be
I've
it.
never had a girlfriend.
I'll tell you what, give me your fancy woman. How would your fancy killing would be? Your ace killing, what could that be?
This is a little peculiar on one camera. Okay,
I'm not surprised at what I'm going to hear, but you tell me.
maybe dressing up in a nice suit.
Oh,
sneaking
that's
into her
what...
house, disabling
That's
her
what...
boyfriend.
Okay.
You know, yeah, I'd bring a pretty dress with me to dress her up in.
Weirdo.
I was always into but after that last blunder, I guess maybe something big and sharp would be more along my thing. Mm-hmm. I prefer my women dead. I would dress her up, I'd stitch her up, and I'd go to town, and it would be a night to remember.
Oh,
and then I'd kind of
my
just burn everything and run for the hills.
So before that, you had never had...
Well...
Kevin takes a long pause here.
Oh my God. Wow. Dude, this guy's... Dude, I'm not joking. There is something about, there's one thing that he's so fucked in the head for, that this is even a thing, right? But there is something even more twisted about the way he acts like he's in a comic book. Do you guys hear, the way he's talking? Do you guys see what I mean by that? Well, technically, fuck you, dude.
To decide how much he wants to reveal to the detectives. What he's about to disclose to them takes his sickness to another level.
Dude.
And yet he remains nonchalant as he tells them the horrifying truth.
I guess since I'm being quiet about it, I might as well tell you now. Yeah, this on the note too, the PS part. We used to have a gray cat named Claire. Body's a body, and in the end, piece of meat. I guess it's harsh to say, but...
Kevin disclosing that he sees a body as nothing but a piece of meat makes the probability that he has antisocial personality disorder highly likely because of his flagrant disregard for all life.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I don't necessarily mind. I'll face the music. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
There's not a happy ending for me yet.
Yeah, tell me, what do you think should happen to you? What do you think your punishment should be?
Whatever the judge, the people, jury deems fit. I can rot, I can suffer for years, or I can give them the death penalty, whatever they think for me.
What do you think you deserve? Killing your mom.
I deserve to rot and suffer. I mean, it is what it is.
Okay, I want to give you some options here. 10 years probation, 20 years in the pen, 100 years in the pen. What do you prefer from those series?
Yeah.
100,
Dude's fucked.
I suppose. I mean, I
I admire your mind, man. You don't sit here and try to baby yourself to death.
came here facing music. I guess gotta.
Yeah.
What it is.
Thank you, brother, man.
Anything else you want to add about what happened that's important that we should know?
Not really. I'm interested in other colorful details.
Have you ever heard your sister?
No, I haven't.
No.
Anybody else?
No.
This is the first time you're seeing that, that you killed somebody?
Yeah.
A person, not an animal?
Yes.
Do you want to know what's going to happen to you now?
Oh, sure.
Okay, very simple. You're going to be booked at the county. It's a very particular city vicinity. You're charged with murder. Then you will be transferred over to the county, where, of course, you're going to...
Was this detective trying to scare him?
For you and everything else, and if you can afford to get out of jail, then so be it. And if you can't, sit there until your trial. And there may not be two trials.
Oh, of course. I don't expect people to think very highly of me after this.
Hey, but like I said, I admire you for your honesty. You were honest with us. And you didn't come.
Following Kevin's confession in his interview, he was arrested. Though at first he pleaded not guilty to murdering his mother just as his trial began, he entered a guilty plea. According to his attorney, he was offered a sentence of 60 years in prison,
I can't
but
believe
Kevin
that
refused. Perhaps it's because he truly thought he deserved more time, or maybe it's because, for some deeply misguided reason, he thought he was going to escape the charges altogether.
Oh, Chad.